Hi everyone, my name is Daniela, and today I'll be presenting to you about how will climate change affect globalization and international business during the next 10 years. Climate change is not only related with the rise of temperature and animals, but also with pollution, industrialization, deforestation, increased transportation fares, and more. This is an urgent and very important matter, and I think it's a fact that climate change will affect international business and globalization during the next 10 years. It is known by the vast majority of people that there have been changes in global temperatures since the 1800s. Today, we are having the highest temperatures known since these began to be measured. But not only the temperature, but natural disasters are increasingly extreme. For this reason, to offer a solution, in the 2015 Paris Agreement, an attempt was made to find an agreement that limits the increase in temperature by reducing the carbon emissions of each country. How does this affect international business? Well, the precipitation patterns have changed, causing the wetter places to change and the drier places to become more humid. So, places that were good for harvesting may not be the best anymore, and the drought increased even more. Globalization implies that countries increasingly have a need imports and exports due to specialization. This increase in imports and exports requires international transport currently based on ships that consume diesel, the most polluting fuel today, that, just like cars, due to climate change, have gone from diesel to gasoline and now electric. And it is very likely that the ships will follow the same path. However, this technological change is accompanied by higher costs in cars. When this happens with the ships, the cost of freight will be seen to be greatly increased. But what will happen then to commodity importing countries, where a change of 1 cent on the dollar can make a business no longer profitable? What will happen to countries that import cereals, but due to the increase in shipping rates, the final price of the cereal placed in the final port will be more and more expensive? It is possible that in the future certain countries will have to stop making some imports, affecting international trade. Countries with fewer resources will be affected more intensely by the effects of climate change. With the internationalization of trade, countries naturally tended towards specialization, generating more efficient national markets. The less efficient industries disappeared because these products were economically more viable to import than to produce them in 10 or more years. When there are countries that, due to climate change, cannot import their products they require, their only option will be to produce them internally again. This can generate better working conditions in a country, but with a learning cost of several years. So, can living in a globalized world where technology and information is at reach help us in any way? So, can living in a globalized world where technology and information is at reach help us in any way? I think that technology has helped in a certain way to be able to be more precise with science, but at the end of the day, it is not a solution. For example, the overexploitation of species in the sea will never be resolved with technology. Overexploitation not only affects the decline of species, but because not only fish are being caught, but also invertebrates and fish from even low trophic levels are being caught, this could risk a collapse of food webs. In addition, from the destruction of biological diversity by abruptly interrupting an ecosystem, it also alters the physical properties of the bottom, such as corals. I think that technology sometimes helps science to get and encourage research on how to be more sustainable. But at the end of the day, the most efficient way might be to go back a little bit to how it was done in the old days, and that's not to abuse or destroy more ecosystems. But in the end, companies, businesses, and governments need to promote more innovative solutions that can help the planet. We need to keep raising awareness to help it stop once and for all. Climate change needs to be stopped now before it's too late. Thank you for watching.